Alright, I think I finally got everything working. Welcome everybody. My name is Mojica. Tag is Mojica4life. Same thing for the channel. Welcome to my gameplay of Thronebreaker. The first of several series for me, and I'm looking forward to playing through this game. I've waited for a while now, and I finally set up all my audio equipment and I'm ready to go through this. So sit back, enjoy the show, and here we go. Alright, so first thing we got is difficulty. So adventure. For players who want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. No. For players who want to or for players seeking a moderate challenge and an impactful story. Players familiar with Gwent and ready to put their skills to the test. Now, I've never played Gwent, and yeah, I'm not familiar with it at all. So I'm gonna be very casual, and probably later on, once I feel more comfortable, we can raise the difficulty in another playthrough.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, Queen of the Twin Realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Now, I gotta say, I'm really loving the narration. It's basically a great thing to have. Basically adds a little more character to the story. So let's go ahead and play through this.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so.
Also in the background, you got like movement going on and just the ever slightest animation from the characters themselves. Like art-wise, I'm giving this like a 10 out of 10. But we just started the game, so let's continue.
The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained. I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall, to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, your grace. But I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow. If it be your grace's wish.
So apparently all the gold got taken from this location.
After weeks in the saddle, your grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall I must look personally to this matter.
Oops.
Your force,
That was a
Caldwell,
mistake.
I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Alright, welcome to Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on your adventure, you should get acquainted with basic game mechanics. Okay. You can control your character with left mouse. Follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. Oh. So I can click and drag and just go any direction. Nice. So I'm not mandated to stay on the road. Can I just click? Okay, so I can just click on a location and have her go there. You expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. While on the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Okay. What is this thing?
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
So I just break random things and loot them? What in the world? Is this mine? Or am I stealing all this? Alright. What is this? Okay. I'm guessing that wasn't my flag.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Congratulations, you found a treasure map. That looks like a treasure map by a kindergartner. Search the area and you may just find the secret location marked on the map with an X. The hell? Yeah, sure. Let's see, I'm guessing map key is M? No? Okay.
The strays, they're called, Your Majesty, because they bite something nasty and bay as if by the moon possessed. Oh, thought it were bandits riding in. The strays, they're called, Your Majesty, because they bite something nasty and bay as if by the moon possessed.
Okay. Alright, so basically I'm running around the world and just kind of looting whatever I see that I need. What is this? An obstacle blocks your path. To remove it, you will need to spend some of your resources. Your Majesty, it seems someone felled an old oak which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have the loggers sort the matter. Our soldiers should conserve their strength. Issue axes to the soldiers and put them to work. So that lowers... It lowers the army? Recruits. Oh, so I lose a recruit, but I gain 25. Okay. Sure. Ooh, a little lag there. Alright. What's the outhouse? What is this? Whoa! You discovered a card that can be used in Gwent multiplayer card game 2. Reynard Odo. Okay. Alright, so I got something good out of that. I don't know if there's anything else around here. Can I climb up here? No. Whoa. I guess that was the game loading. Alright, so exploration seems basic enough. What is this? Most interactive objects are marked clearly on your map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted, so you'd best be prepared for anything.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
What kind of queen is this? Oh, I like that skull design. What is this? Meve was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the... It's new? What? Have a queen, whatever. Yet the strays of Spala were of a different breed. They held nothing sacred. A key battle in Maeve's story. Unique cards may appear in your hand or deck. Unique cards will appear in this battle. Alright, let's start the battle. I have no clue how to play this. Pretty sure I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. Alright, this is the battlefield. You will play your cards on the bottom half and your opponent will play on the top. That sounds like a card game. Units can be played on 1 or 2 rows, melee or range, but remember the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the row you play them. A standard battle can last up to 3 rounds. The first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. Players alternate their turns. During your turn, you can play only 1 card, but you can use as many number of abilities. The player who goes first in a match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case, you encountered an ambush, so your opponent have the first turn. What the hell is he wearing? Alright.
Rabbit the white of an eye from half a league away.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
An outrage. The strength of each unit you play adds to your army's total strength. Okay. The player whose army has the most strength at the end of the round will win the round. Oh, okay. So that's how the numbers work. Excuse me. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to the unit. Okay.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read its short description. Additional information will appear if you right-click on the card. Play any card. So it looks like drag and drop. Okay. Oh, this isn't going away? Okay. Loyal. Boost self by 5. Okay. Scytheman? Oh, these are farmers? Arbalist. Damage an enemy by the number of cards on the row. Reach 2. Oh, so these guys can... And they have armor. Yeah, I'll wanna... Wait, how do I play this? Oh, I have to... Okay, click, click.
Arbalist to your command.
The Arbalist ability allows him to deal damage equal to the number of cards on the row where he is played. His ability is activated the moment he is played. Oh, okay. So deal damage to him. Nice. Damage an enemy by a number of cards on this row. There's only one. Okay. So what is this? The enemy has move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and don't read anything because the stupid text is in the way. Damage them by 1. Okay, and my turn.
The chase is on!
Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost self by 1. Let's not.
Salt of the earth, they are, your grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Scythemen have the loyal ability. This means that their own abilities are activated every time you use Maeve's ability. She has... Yeah, where the hell's her ability? Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Maeve's ability allows her to boost the unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. Okay. To use Maeve's ability, first select her, then select one of your units. So select her, select one of the units.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Oh. Alright, he got armor. You cannot make any more moves at this time, so end the turn. Alright. What is this? Count Caldwell. Play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. So, if I put him in the middle... Alright, let's see.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Your opponent's cards have abilities. Be sure to read their descriptions carefully and adapt your strategy accordingly. Play any card. Oh, okay.
If you insist.
Count Caldwell's ability allows him to summon from the deck copies of the cards that are adjacent to him. His ability is activated the moment he is played. Okay, so I can put this dude anywhere. Let's put him over here.
This.
The strays took tail and run. Yes, our victory is assured. Sound the horns. May they sing praises of this triumph for ages.
Alright. When you have played all your cards, the end turn button will turn into a pass button. When you pass, you will not be able to perform any action until the start of your next turn. To end the last round, press the button. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of the round will win the round. In the event of a tie, both players will receive a victory point.
The battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Okay. Seems simple enough. At the beginning of the
Battle
didn't
formation!
read that.
Protect the Queen!
The player who won the previous round will play next in the next round. Play any card. I'm gonna put him first.
I'm a won't say.
End turn.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
So, since he has a reach of 2,
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
so I don't select those cards to attack. So the idea is just I'm supposed to have a higher number. Okay. What? Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost self by 1. Okay. Play any card. Like I have a
time
choice.
to reap, a time to sow.
Use your leader ability now. Yup. It's time to end your turn. You've won 2 rounds in a row, which means you are the battle's victor. Congratulations.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Okay. Okay, that was a lot more simple than I thought it was gonna be.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Neve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road before.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind,
Retinue.
and following in the rear,
I learned
the
a new word,
bandits,
retinue.
bound in chains.
Alright. Oh wow. We messed them up. Let's see. I couldn't go in there right now.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the
Nice
pearl
view.
of the north. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
What? To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Let's see. Pitch camp by pressing the tent button on the left side of the screen. Alright. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to strong units, thus easing your journey down the line. Enter the workshop. This thing? Yep. You can check your main objectives and official correspondence here. Let's see, here you can build and improve camp buildings. To improve your camp buildings, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and wood. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to a regional map. But to get it, you'll first need to improve your royal tent. Your tent to level 2. Da, 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 da. Thanks to this improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. So I'm assuming that's the M key. Workshop itself can also be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new stronger units. Go to the command tent to view your army. There we go. Alright, so this is the deck building. Minimum 25. You can create units and build your army from available cards. Okay. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. The cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left-hand side. All cards available for you to create and place in your deck are displayed on the main screen, and I am freezing right now, so I'm gonna go turn on the heater. Alright everyone, sorry about that. Went and got some water as well. Alright, let's continue. So, all cards are available for you to create and place in your deck and displayed on the main screen. Okay. You can gain access to new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop as well as through certain story related tasks. Grayed out cards are available but not yet been created. You must first create them before you can include them in your deck. Your deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently recruit cap is 125 points. Oh, okay. To create new cards, you need a particular resource, recruits. You gain recruits at what? Conscription post. Conscripts? Like red alert? Which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain story related tasks. You've received additional resources to craft a Wagenberg card. Craft it now. Sure. Where the hell is that? 6? What the fuck? Oh, this one. Preview recruit. So it's gonna take away 250 wood and 250 gold. Sure. Yes. And I burned it into life. Awesome. Did I not? Okay, there you go. You can now view and create new cards or return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Okay. Add. Well, I already have. Wondering if I should actually create any of these cards. Okay. That should be fine for now. You can now take a look at your other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Workshop, the Royal Tent, Mess Tent. Oh, you can talk with your companions in the mess tent. Give them a little bit of your time and you may learn a secret or two. Man, apparently I don't know how to talk. Let's see.
A bit of
Reynard.
respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
Willem is not suited to be king. So Willem is her son. It's not wearisome sitting alone.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Ah, strong and silent type.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
And then what happened?
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant, nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
For Reynolds to err wasn't unheard of. That I dare say. So let's see. To earn their respect became drive men and seem wise beyond the years. I began spouting off. Reginald. Let's go with oh man. I'll go with that.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
Ha!
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me.
Oh damn.
But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Oh wow.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
Interesting. Alright.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Alright. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Alright. Let's see. Who is this? Grey Rider. Statistics. 36 minutes. Gameplay. Actually, that's really good, because I think I'm going to save this. If I can. Let me see if I can... Is there an option to save? No, I have to exit. Remember that you can open your map by clicking on the compass. Okay, cool. Your primary task is marked with exclamation point. To see what awaits you, scroll through the map. Jesus. Oh, okay. I want to go right here. And apparently there's a giant that lives on the far east. Griffins on the north. What the hell is that thing? Okay, whatever. See what awaits you on this. Scroll the map. I did. What do you want me to do? Alright. So I think the little symbol there in the bottom means it's saved. But just to make sure, save and exit to main menu. Oh man, I am looking forward to this. Alright everyone, thank you for joining me on a little bit of the first, I guess, episode of this gameplay. It's more of just to kind of test the whole audio and video. I'll actually be continuing this on the next episode, so stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone. Have a good one.